And recently, last month, CA Institute Disciplinary Committee issued a report of its inquiry. This report was leaked even before it was tabled to a council. Normally the report should be tabled as per regulation 16.2 before the council, and council should send me the report only to me, and I should give my reply on the report. Based on this, the council can reject the committee, ask for a re-inquiry, or quash the complaint. But what the disciplinary director, Mrs. Vandana Nagpal, did is, she handed over a copy of the report to Dayaram Das, who is from Bombay, and Dayaram Das went with the report to the media, claiming things which were not in the report. Actually, the report, as told, Bombay's cases failed. Bombay cases failed, but what Dayaram Das said is, the report, he said, as if the institute has told, I have done falsification of accounts, I have been appointed by Madhupanit Dasa, I have abetted Madhupanit Dasa. None of these things have been told in the report. But these, even to the media, I had told the institute that there is a media conference arranged, he is not supposed to do it, the institute agrees, Vandana Nagpal agreed, but she did not stop the report from being publicized. This is a confidential report, is printed on the top of the report itself. A confidential report, not being even seen by the council, is being leaked. This itself requires a CBI inquiry and also disciplinary action on disciplinary director, that why she gave the report to a person who is not entitled to. If you read regulation 16.2 and regulation 16.5, it is clear. Final decision of the council has to be given to the complainant, but interim decision is to be given only to me. That they have violated. So this has resulted in my fundamental rights being violated, my dignity being lowered in the city, in the society, and my entire family is in a trauma, and institute is responsible. I will be certainly filing a criminal defamation and civil defamation suits to which institute and whichever media has given a false report without checking up the facts, without taking my counter into account, will also be made a party. And more than that, the report says all the 4 points what they said are false. And moreover, as per law, during the inquiry, Dayaram Das did not tell all these 4 points at the charge. He only said only 1 point, that I abetted Madhupanit Das fraud. This only criminal court can conduct, institute cannot do it. And in spite of this, I would like to say all the 4 points are wrong. 1 point they said is VLV and Associates firm was closed in 2003. Without having the firm, I gave a certificate. This is false because I have given a certificate, letter from the institute. From 2004 to 2010, I got certificate of practice as well as VLV and Associates name. So institute has lied under its teeth, and disciplinary committee should be looked into by CBI. Institute itself should ask for a CBI inquiry, because such a lie without reviewing their record clearly proves there is something more than what we see. The Interdisciplinary Committee is forced by something which could be money, which could be power, which could be anything. Why they did it, they should be told. And VLN company name is approved by to me in 1988. There is no provision to remove the names given under Regulation 190. And under 190, Sub-regulation 9 says, unapproved name we should not practice, and I have practiced only in approved names. So this has been told as a misconduct, which is only false as per the institute law itself. Then they say that 1991 Bombay said, I gave one balance sheet to them and then altered the same balance sheet and modified it and gave it to Bangalore Society. Now institute says, I gave two balance sheets to Bangalore Society. Bombay case fails. Institute, instead of saying that Bombay failed to prove its case, says two balance sheets being given to the same entity is wrong. Now, Institute has given 3 guidance notes on revision and revision of accounts. Now, that being given, Institute cannot say that I made a misconduct in this regard. Now, why this happened? I cannot talk it to the public. I cannot talk it before Bombay ISKCON, who have not proved that they are their client, because Class 1 of Part 1 of Shagan Schedule says, any information of a client, if I talk to a third person, I will be held liable for misconduct. So Institute is wrong in this case, saying that I am committed a misconduct. I cannot explain about it if Bombay is there. And fourth one, they say, 10 years balance sheet Bombay, which they filed with the Director of Income Tax, is the same, it appears to be from the same books. Now, I do not know what balance sheet was filed with the Income Tax Act, whether they filed any balance sheet, but I know for sure none of the books of ISKCON Bangalore has gone to Bombay, no Income Tax officer has seen anything. Now, Institute should do its own inquiry, cannot borrow the inquiry of a Bombay. So, they did all these things wrong. In addition to this, they conducted the meeting in only one day. They completed the inquiry. On the very same day, 709 pages were filed. To see the 709 pages, somebody requires 1 day minimum just to see, not to analyze. They should have given me at least 1 month time to come back on it. They did not give it. But deliberately they wanted to do it. I had filed an interim application in 2009, 15 pages. 15 months later they did not study it. In the report they are saying civil court judgment is pending. I filed the civil court judgment to them 15 months back. That means the institute is lying to help Bombay. So 10-year balance sheet, 12-year balance sheet filed together. I am not responsible for filing. Even Bombay has filed 14-year balance sheet together. I got a proof. So that is not a criteria. And I did not, they say I have not told that the 10-year balance sheet what they are having is the same book or different book. I will not be able to say what balance sheet they have. But I know for sure Bombay is claiming K.R. Pradesh's balance sheet. His balance sheet, my balance sheet does not use the word branch. We are not given it any branch. We are given it a society. It does not say ISKCON Mumbai. It does not say ISKCON India. ISKCON Mumbai is not ISKCON India. ISKCON India is an association of persons under Income Tax Act. ISKCON Mumbai wants to steal this name because they can steal over the property of my client. Now, having done all this injustice, I want the institute to initiate the CBI inquiry suo motu, take disciplinary action under the CA Act on all the 4 people. From Bangalore, K.A. Raghu, FCA. From Coimbatore, G. Ramaswamy, FCA. From Delhi, Ajit Chopra, and also Atul Beda from Bombay. All the 4 members have committed a crime of not following any justifiable rule. And also disciplinary action should be taken against the discipline director, and there is a criminal conspiracy by Bombay. This also should be inquired into by CBI. Why all these people acted for whatever he said. They have not even checked up their own records. There cannot be a farce more than this. And I am being victimized. My dignity has been lowered because of institute inaction. So institute is responsible for this, on which I have gone to High Court with a writ petition. High Court has already issued emergent notice. The case will be heard next week. I am very confident that justice will be done and I will come victorious. I request all the public and the society and the media to take note of this, that Institute of Chartered Accountants of India should take action on disciplinary committee who have completely been sold out to Bombay. And Dayaram Dasa, he is a fraudster, criminal. He has introduced 3 pages forged and fabricated documents. Institute did not verify any original document, by which they committed not only procedural defect, they also committed a crime. They become an abettor to the criminal conspiracy and crime by Dayaram Dasa and ISKCON Bombay. This fact has been brought to the criminal law. I have already taken action. All the members will have to face action. I thank you for giving me an opportunity to bring this out. I expect the public, anybody who wants can contact me. My numbers are available. 9341009341. Contact me.